today I'm going to be showing you how to install a tow strap on this 2016 Ford Focus ST. Now this car does not come with a tow strap from the factory, so you'll need to buy one or make one yourself like we're going to do today. It's important to note that you'll need this if you plan on tracking the car. So I track this car pretty frequently, and luckily I have not come off the track yet, but I don't want to risk that. Now this weekend we're going to a 2-day event at Laguna Seca, 27th and 28th, so I just want to have this just in case. So let's go over what I bought and what you're going to need to install this. So first, I purchased this tow strap from Sparco. Now this has a 7,000 pound tow capacity. Now this car doesn't even touch 7,000 pounds, but it's good to note that you have that much room. Considering if you fell into mud and it requires more tug, that's obviously more force. So I bought this from Sparco, like I said. Now you can get these on Amazon or directly from Sparco. And I went to Lowe's and I bought some hardware. This is grade 8. This is more of a high strength bolt, and this is something you'll want. This has a more it has a greater tug capacity and shear point than, let's say, stainless steel or like a grade 5. So this is something you want to keep in mind. Make sure you buy the right hardware. And then I bought a little stainless or galvanized spacers just to fill up the space in the bumper, like I'm going to show you now. But to take the bumper off, you got a couple bolts right here. You got to take your headlights off, 2 bolts down there, unclip it, and then you got a couple on the bottom. So I'm just going to put this in time lapse and show you as I go. Wanted to point out, if you're having a hard time finding a spot to jack this car up, a really good point is on that front pinch weld right behind the tires. And I like to put the jack under the control arm, and I'll show you exactly where I put it. Super safe, super sturdy, and I like to put it there. I like to put the jack right there. It's the most perfect spot for this style jack. It just fills in this gap perfectly. Just like that. Now I don't like to take all the tension off that in case that breaks or vice versa. So we're gonna leave that there. You only need one side of the car jacked up to get to the bolts under there. Alright, now that our bumper is off, we're going to use this factory location either right there or one of these to mount the actual strap to. I'm assuming it's that one, but I could be wrong. But I'm going to go ahead and fit it on there and see how it looks. Washer on the front side, washer on the back side, locking a washer, and then basically feed it through. We're gonna have to trim on the grill, but we'll get to that in a second. Alright guys, so I kind of mocked up the bumper roughly. Nothing's bolted in, so I bolted this in, and it goes in the farthest slot that's already drilled out, already has a hole, and then it's gonna stick out about that much. It's gonna look super sick and functional. Most important part, this ain't no double-sided sticky tape fake thing. And then I went ahead and drilled 2 holes just to mark the location. And then what I'll do is I'll mate these 2 holes with the grinder and go just cut a slot in there. And then what I'll do is I'll heat up a razor blade or something and make it all smooth in there. Alright, this ain't no flappy disc, but I think it'll work. Got through a little bit, it doesn't look too bad. So we're gonna go see how it looks on the car, and we might need to trim more depending on where the strap lies. So we'll see. Okay, so that actually wound up being perfect. You can barely see the cuts in the actual grill, and the strap comes perfectly through. So we're gonna go ahead and tighten that strap up, adjust it if we need to, and then start reassembling everything. So I recommend putting a Loctite on this, because you definitely don't want this coming out and falling apart, and then the dude comes to grab it and it just gets yeeted out.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Alright guys, there you have it. Super easy install. I'd like to point out this entire thing was probably 35 to 40 bucks. It was 22 for 2 straps and a couple bucks for hardware. So this thing is such a deal. Unlike other things on the market, they're 110 to $60 for a strap or even just a piece of metal. I honestly think this is the best bang for your buck, and this is gonna save you on the track or if you have to get towed. So don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, and comment to see what you guys thought. All right, I'll catch you in the next video.